For some, it's a simple fad that goes along with the hottest hairstyles and clothing, but for others, it's a lifestyle. I'm talking about being gluten-free. In the past years, this diet has become more and more popular throughout the United States. And for some, it's a choice, like being vegan or vegetarian, but for others, not so much. I personally have been on a gluten-free diet since 2010 when I was diagnosed with celiac disease. Celiac disease basically means that my body can't digest the proteins that make up gluten, and instead attack the proteins as well as parts of my digestive tract. Ever since my diagnosis, I feel I've learned the in and outs of being gluten-free, and think I have some good pointers on how someone would go about making or starting a gluten-free diet. Today I will not only inform you about what gluten is, but how to cut it out of your life fully and to maintain this new diet. The first step is to be informed. Like any diet, you need to know what you're cutting out, how that's going to affect you, and if it's actually worth cutting out of your life. Like I said before, gluten is a protein that some bodies reject. Gluten intolerance can range from things that, like headaches, that affect you every once in a while, to day-to-day occurrences that affect your daily life. However, if you do not get affected by gluten, it has been proven that there is no benefit in having a gluten-free diet. You can actually gain weight, and it can spike your blood pressure. So you must keep that in mind when choosing if you actually are going to go gluten-free or not. Second part of going gluten-free is to cut gluten out of your life fully. The easiest way to go gluten-free is to go natural, with natural foods that don't have any processed gluten in them already, like basically. And these foods include non-processed meats, vegetables, and fruits. And rice, that's pretty much a staple. Okay. Nowadays, because gluten-free is so popular, there are certified gluten-free foods. And it's pretty clear if you see something that says gluten-free on it, like so, that means it's gluten-free, and you're pretty much good to go. My favorite brand of gluten-free items is Udi's. They have sandwich breads, breakfast foods, frozen pizzas, a lot of easy stuff that college students like easy, quick fixes. When shopping for gluten-free foods, you have to be careful and mindful. For example, Pringles. Yeah, they're made out of potatoes, but they also have wheat starch in them, which is a surprise because you wouldn't think a potato chip would have wheat in it. So you just have to be mindful and read the ingredients on every product. Once you've kind of gotten the reins of your gluten-free diet, know what you like to eat and stuff, there are certain restaurants that you can actually go out to that have gluten-free diets, but you have to be mindful that some of these, even though they are gluten-free menus, they're still processed in the same areas that bread and wheat products and stuff like that are processed as well. So depending on your tolerance, if you are very sensitive to it, eating out might not be the best idea. You might just have to save a few pennies and eat at home. And you just have to be very clear with the waiters, explain how severe your tolerance is, because then they'll be more considerate and explain to the chef better what's going on. Because if you just say, I want this with no bun, they might think you're being difficult and treat you bad. It's happened to me before. It kind of sucks. The next part is maintain your gluten-free diet. When you're maintaining it, it's like any other diet. You're going to slip up, and you're going to fall off track. You might see a donut that you really want, and you're going to eat it, and then you just have to get back on track as soon as possible, because slip-ups do happen. Just get back on track really quickly. Also, noting how you feel without gluten in your system is very important. If you just cut gluten out just because you wanted to cut it out, you need to note how you feel off of it compared to how you felt eating wheat and stuff like that, because you could actually have a gluten intolerance, and that should affect how you go about the rest of your diet, whether or not you continue it or not. So there's a lot to consider when going gluten-free. You have to consider if it's actually beneficial for you. You have to consider how it will affect your life, and you have to be informed about what's actually what you're actually putting in your body. when you go shopping and such. Today I went over how to be informed about a gluten-free diet, nixing it out completely in your life, and maintaining your new diet. I hope this has helped you, whether you have been considering going gluten-free or you already are gluten-free, or if you kind of want to now that I've been talking about it. Have a great day. So awkward, but
It sounded good.
yeah, I'm using it. I don't want to do it again.
No, stumbling is fine. We do it in.
Holy shit!